Next, let us understand some of the terms that are associated with the inverse of a matrix. So the first term is adjoint of a matrix. Adjoint is nothing but the transpose of a cofactor matrix. Now, how to construct the cofactor matrix? That is the question. Suppose we have been given a matrix whose elements are A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, and the third row A31, A32, A33. So we have been given this matrix A. Now we want to construct the cofactor matrix. So the cofactor matrix is nothing but we need to find the cofactor of each and every element. Let us say the cofactor of this element A11 is capital A11. And in the same way, let us say the cofactor of this element is A12 and so on, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. Basically, cofactor matrix is all the cofactors of each elements are arranged in a matrix form. Now, how to find the adjoint? Adjoint is nothing but transpose of a cofactor matrix. Okay. So for finding adjoint, we need to construct a transpose. So adjoint of A matrix is given by transpose of this cofactor matrix. So it will be A11, A12, A13. Okay. Row will convert into column. Similarly, this row will convert into column A21, A22, A23, A21, A22, A23. Similarly, this row will convert into column A31, A32, A33. So this is the adjoint of matrix A. Okay. So adjoint is very important when we talk about inverse of any matrix. The next term that is associated with the inverse is singular matrix. A matrix A is said to be singular if determinant of A is equal to 0. Such matrices are non-invertible. It means A inverse does not exist. So you can never find the inverse of such matrices. Now, why is inverse of a matrix so important? Inverse of a matrix become important when we are solving linear equation. As I told you, one of the application of linear algebra is solving simultaneous linear equation. So as I told you, one of the application of linear algebra is solving simultaneous linear equation. So a linear equation can be expressed in the form Ax is equals to B, where A is a matrix of order m cross n, where X is a variable matrix which has only one column, or you can say this X is a column matrix and B is also a column matrix. X and B matrix contains only one column. Okay. And X contains unknown variable like x1, x2, x3, they are unknown variable. Now if you want to find the X variable, X matrix, so X matrix can be written as A inverse B. So for finding X variable, we need to find A inverse. So if A is invertible, then you can find the unknown matrix X as A inverse B. So that is why inverse so important for the solution of any set of simultaneous linear equation. You need to calculate the inverse of a matrix. That is why first you need to ensure whether the matrix is invertible or not. So singular matrices are non-invertible. In such cases, you cannot calculate the solution of equation directly. Now we come to inverse of a matrix. Now first of all, here I know that mod A is not equal to 0. That is, the matrix A is not singular. Once I know this, then I will calculate inverse, A inverse, which is equals to adjoint of A upon mod A. Here in the denominator we have mod A. That is why we need to ensure that mod A should not be 0. If mod A is 0, then A inverse will go to infinite, which is not acceptable. And we have already discussed how to calculate adjoint of A. That is how we express A inverse. In scalar, we know that 2 inverse is equals to 1 by 2. But here in the matrix, we need to calculate the inverse by an entirely different method, by taking the ratio of adjoint to the determinant. Now let us understand some properties of an inverse. In scalar, we know that 2 into 1 by 2 is equals to 1. In the same way, in matrices, A into A inverse is equals to identity matrix. Here in scalar we have 1, in matrices we have identity matrix. And 2 into inverse, 1 by 2 is the inverse of 2. In the same way, A into A inverse is equals to identity matrix. And remember, inverse is also calculated only for square matrices. It cannot be computed for any other matrices. Now second is, if A and B are inverse of each other, then A into B is equals to B into A is equals to identity matrix. Here B is equals to A inverse and A is equals to B inverse. Okay, both are inverse of each other. You can compare like this. 2 into half is equals to 1 and half into 2 is also equal to 1. Okay. Now how I can say AB exists and BA also exists? Because A and B both are square matrices. Hence AB as well as BA both exist. Okay. Now if we take AB inverse, since inverse involve adjoint, which is the transpose of some matrices, due to the transpose, the order will interchanged. So AB inverse becomes B inverse into A inverse. Okay, order will get interchanged. Now in the same way, if I ask you for 3 matrices A, B, C inverse, you will get C inverse, B inverse into C, A inverse. Order will get reversed. Okay. Now what about if you take double inverse? So you will get original matrix A. If you take inverse twice, you will get the original matrix A. What about transpose of A inverse? It is also equal to A transpose inverse. Okay, both operations are interchangeable. Either first you take transpose then take inverse, or first take inverse then transpose. Both will result the same thing. In the same way, transpose conjugate, okay, A inverse theta, which is also equals to A theta inverse. Either first you take transpose conjugate then inverse, or first take inverse then transpose conjugate. Both will result in the same thing. And the next is the most important. When you have 2 by 2 matrix, then the inverse is very simple. Suppose you have been given a matrix A is equals to, whose elements are A, B, C, D. It is a 2 by 2 matrix. Then calculating inverse is very simple. Okay, we have a shortcut for that. What is that? A inverse is equals to AD 1 upon AD minus BC. Okay, AD minus BC. Okay, 1 upon mod A. Okay, 1 upon determinant into interchange the diagonal element, that is DA. Okay, interchange the diagonal element. D will come this side and A will come downward. And put the minus sign on off diagonal element, that is minus B and minus C. So this is the inverse of 2 by 2 matrix. It is very simple. Let me take the example. Suppose we have been given a matrix whose elements are 2, 6, 3, 1. Now I need to find the inverse. So use this formula. A inverse is equals to 1 upon 2 into 1. So 2 minus 6 into 3 minus 18. 1 upon 2 minus 18 into interchange the diagonal elements. 1 will come this side. 1, 2. Put the minus sign on off diagonal elements. So 6 will become minus 6 and 3 will become minus 3. Okay. So 1 by 2 minus 18. 2 minus 18 is minus 16. So it will become minus 1 by 16. 1 minus 6 minus 3, 2. Now you will have to divide by minus 16 with each element. So you will get A inverse is equals to 1 by minus 16. So you will get minus 1 by 16. Minus will get plus. So 6 by 16. Minus 3 by minus 16. So you will get 3 by 16. 2 by minus 16. So you will get 2 minus 2 by 16. So this is the inverse of the given matrix. Okay, this is the inverse. So it was very simple because we have a shortcut for that for 2 by 2 matrix. So it will save you a lot of effort.